Hello and welcome to my channel, or if you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Kay and today we are building. This is Maple. Maple was our brown sim for our Tiny Town series. She had the aspiration of nectar making and horse riding and had the ranchy kind of style. So it's time to build Maple's dream home. And actually, I've moved Maple into this lot here and you can see Tiny Town, but that there is the bridge to go to Tiny Town and you can kind of see the greenhouse there. And yeah, you can see like into Canoe's home. So this is pretty cool. I've moved Maple here. The guy that was living here has moved out. Maple also lives with her mum now. So we do need to have a little private space for Maggie, like a little granny annex. We have 2 horses currently, and I really would like Maple's place to be somewhere where we can come and enjoy. So I was thinking Maple's place could be a business where we could come and bring our horses, make some wine, buy some wine, yeah, do all of that kind of stuff. And this is a kind of a small lot, but we do have this huge space here for the horses. So I'm thinking this area here doesn't really need to have any of this stuff. So yeah, this will be a speed build and I will be back with you at the timestamp to give you a tour. Enjoy the country music and I'll be back in a bit. back. I hope you enjoyed the music. So this is Maple's dream ranch and business and nectar making place. Oh my God, I'm actually so happy with how this turned out. This is the view from the very front. I actually added this sign here to show that there are stables in here, although this won't upload to the gallery because it's not quite on the lot, but I thought it was really cool for my game. So yeah, I've popped that there. And a little tip for any of you that use Tool, the actual meaning of Tool is take objects off of the lot. So yeah, that's what I've done here. I had this little sign, and then we've got our little post here. We've got our little nectar sign there. We've got our community horse board. And this item here, I'm actually really surprised that we can't use this. It'd be really nice if we could use this. But yeah, we've got an old dusty sign that's come off already. And as this is a business, we have the sign there and the little paying sort of kiosk here. So we've got marks in the ground, and, if people are walking here, it's just going to get ruined after a while. So, it's been well used. I used this rug here. I thought it'd be really good to have it as like a cattle grid, so the horses would not walk out that direction at all. If they were ever roaming free out of here and one of the little ones, maybe Hazel, was like, oh, I want to go out there. No, you've got a cattle grid. You're not going to like that on your feet. It won't work in The Sims, but I thought it looked pretty cool, imagination. And then over in this section, we've got our little gnome who's selling manure over here. Like, yeah, it's just full of, yeah, love it. We've got our picnic area here if anybody wants to sit down. And then over here is where anybody can make wine. Anybody can smash them grapes, them strawberries, and yeah, make their own nectar over here. And stick around because I think I might have an episode of playtest in this place actually to see, if they leave their wine here. This is a selling table, so if they do leave their wine here, then we can just pop it on the table. And I'm pretty sure this barrel up here is a selling barrel as well. So yeah, we can just, if they do leave them, we can pop them there. And then, if they do take them with them, then maybe it has to be a pay hourly kind of place. So moving on, we have our stables over to the right here. A little place where anybody can sort of just pop over and have a little look over this side. And then if we do want people to come in, they come in through this gate over here, this one here. And yeah, this is just where all the horses are. Just cute stables, really. It's just pretty plain in here. I don't really know much about stables, if I'm honest. But what I did see is that it's not very muddy and it's not very grassy. And obviously, I think it's because, it'd be hard to walk your horses out here. So we've got a lot of concrete out here. So that's the stables. And then coming out of the stables, we actually have a little place over here where you can play horseshoes. Just a nice little place over here where they can come and hang out and, have a group game. And then we've got our display window over here, and I put the scythe on the wall. I thought that was really cool. And then, yeah, we've got a bunch of wine in here that you can come and have a look at. I call it wine. It is nectar. And actually, round here, there is a little washing station. So if you did touch the horses, you can come and wash your hands over here. Make sure they are all clean. And then you would come out this way, have a look at the horse statue. And then, yeah, maybe use this place to, I don't know, take your horse for a little training session. We've got the back of the stables here. And then, yeah, let's go into Maple's house. So this is Maple's dream home. And I am so happy with how this turned out. Like the way it looks and the outside of it is sort of the exact idea that I had in my mind. So the public can actually come and use this place to have a little sit down, a little out, and then they can buy, yeah, there's like some horse riding books here, some trophies they can buy. They can come through here and buy the wine. And then over here is the toilets. So pretty standard in here. We have some wine pitchers. Yeah, pretty standard toilets. Nothing special about these really. You just go in, you do your wee and you come out. So we've got some really cool ranch pictures going on. And then, oh my gosh, this one in this color, I've never used it before and I love it for this. The colors just fit in this room so well. And then we come down this little room where the wine is being like sold, these coolers. This is the staff room. So very, very tight squeeze, but you have your fridge here, you've got a sink, you've got a microwave and a little TV area so they can sit, come and chill and yeah, be happy with that. And then there is another door here for Maple's place. That means Maple can come sort of straight into here. And let's go in through Maple's front door, actually. We'll have to come all the way around here and you can't access her front door through this place here at all. We're actually going to have to go right outside all the way round to this side here. And this is where Maple's front door is. I thought it'd be nice to have like a whole kind of just separate area for Maple's home. I didn't really want her home to be accessed through that way. So yeah, this is Maple's front door. She lives at 328 Chestnut Ridge. And yeah, we come into Maple's kitchen and dining area down here. So she can come and grab a quick meal. We've got this little area over here, you know, shoes, a little place to put our keys. I really like this unit here. This unit's lovely. She's got some wine ready to put in those coolers. And yeah, this is Maple's kitchen. Pretty chill, pretty cute. She's got her cereal boxes there. The dining room does come with a fireplace as well, so she can pop that on if it's cold. And then yeah, through this door here is the staff room. So that can be accessed just there. And then down here is our basement. Now, I actually forgot to put this in when we were building. I totally forgot that she needs a basement. So this is where I've added it. We've got some, you know, storage over here for our wine, our nectar making barrels down here. And then, yeah, this is our wine cellar, nectar cellar in here. I think it probably could be a little bit darker. Maybe we could change the wallpaper in here. Maybe I will do that before I upload it. There's nothing in here at the moment. We need to get Maple's wine bottles in here pronto. So coming back upstairs, I did also put a little gate here. Yeah, I do like doing this. Put a little gate there just for safety. You wouldn't want to fall down there, would you? And then I left the bottom of these stairs open. I thought it looked pretty cool to just have, you know, you'd be all right jumping off those. So yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome. As we come upstairs, we have a very, very slim hallway, but we're going to go into the living room first. So yeah, this is our living room, which looks out onto our ranch. Like, it's great. Look at the view out here. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, my original idea had bedrooms here, and I thought, no, we need to change it into more of a living space, and or even where I would put the stairs, but couldn't really put the stairs this far over, you know. So we have our living space here, and then we have a little desk and study area over here. This is where Maple can do all of her, like, you know, paperwork and official works. Through this door here, we actually have, I think it's like a spare bedroom. Yeah, this is just a spare bedroom. I did actually leave this spare as well because I wasn't too sure what to put in this room. And then through here, we just have a tiny, tiny ensuite. Very, very small. Tiny. So this is this room here. This front bedroom does have a great view though of the front. It does have a great view. But so coming out of the living room, we'll take a right here and we'll go into this room. This is our guest bedroom. So there's not much in here. This is for just maybe, you know, if Maple and Dolores have an argument, maybe Dolores would have to come in here. And the view from this side is just this. So I thought this was great to have bedrooms over here. I should always try and remember that when building with businesses in the future, that there are certain parts of the house that you wouldn't really want to be on the business side. Oh, and let me just back up a little bit here, because through this little archway, we can actually come into the roofing little space and just, you know, have a little sit down, watch the horses out the back there, having their training session. Not sure if the Sims can actually use this, but, you know, there was a big window here and I had to use it. I really wanted to utilize it. Coming out of that bedroom, let's go in this door here, which is actually our family bathroom. I call it the family bathroom. It's just like the main bathroom of the house. If anyone was to come over and ask where the bathroom is, this is the one that you would direct them to. A sink and a shower, and I do love this item. Oh, the sleek bathroom kit. She's a beautiful little kit, she is. And then through this door here, we have Maple's bedroom. This is lovely. So there's lots going on in here. We have a little unit over here, and then we've got our trophy. I don't know where she won that, but she did win it. She's got a little place over here where she can apply her makeup, little stool she can sit on. This object here is also really, really awesome. And then just round the corner here is where Maple would get dressed, and she has a little ensuite as well. But her little ensuite is actually a little big ensuite because she has a bath in here. And she has a shower and her toilet and sink. So yeah, it is actually pretty big in this bathroom. But we have everything that we need in here. And yeah, the view outside Maple's, again, just lovely. Really, really nice. Oh, and as we come out of Maple's, I forgot to show you what is up this ladder. So we come up here into Maple's chill. Just, I want to read area. So yeah, the camera goes a bit funny up here, but this is where Maple is lounging. She's chilling out. She's like, I want to get away from everything. I can't, you know, we can't really see out of the windows. They're a bit high in here. She's got her fish. She's got a really nice lounger. She's going to lounge all over this. And yeah, she's got some books up here. Just a really nice place where they can lounge out and about. She's got a nice rug in here as well. Let's go out and see Maggie's place because Maggie does not live with Maple. So this is Maple's place. This is all of Maple's, what we have just viewed. And yeah, let's go and see Maggie's. So we'll come downstairs and we'll go out Maple's front door. And now actually to get to Maggie's front door is over this way. So Maggie actually does have a whole separate entrance to herself. Look how cool this is. And she also does live at 328, but she lives at more like 328B. You know? And yeah, this is Maggie's. So this is our little granny annex. Maggie is very granny old lady. Oh, look, she's left a cup on the floor. Very naughty, naughty. This is her kitchen. Very country style kitchen. Love it. I absolutely love it. It's so, so cute. The colours in here are just gorgeous. And then just to the right here, we come into Maggie's living room. So it's very, very cozy. We've got a sofa here with a fireplace and her little old TV that she just loves. And Maggie is very much into horse riding as well. She's an excellent horse rider. She's won all of these medals. And yeah, so pretty small, pretty chill, just really, really cozy, actually. Love this little area up here. And then through here is Maggie's bedroom. So what we can do is actually lock this bedroom, I think, for everyone but Maggie. And have this as her little private area. So it's very floral in here. And yeah, really, really, really Maggie's style. Love her. Over here, we've got her horses, like her little horse ornaments. Little place where she can quickly do her hair. And then she has her bathroom as well in here. Now, this is quite a large bathroom. Yeah, she's got her bath in here. She's got her toilet, nice little vanity area around here with her sink and all of her bits on. And then she actually has a huge shower. This is so that Maggie just feels comfortable. And I would love it if we could put a chair in here, but I couldn't squeeze a little stool in here and it sort of look okay. But I thought, yeah, it would be nice if we could sort of have that idea. So this is Maggie's shower. Yeah, we're all inside and everything, aren't we? Wow. Yeah, this is Maggie's bathroom. It's quite large. I really wanted it to be quite big and spacious inside Maggie's, even though it's supposed to be like a little granny annex. And I think with this build, we fitted so much stuff in. We have a whole flat here, a whole apartment. Oh, I thought this was funny. I put some teeth here. I rarely use these in builds, but I did put Maggie's teeth on the side of her bed. I thought that was funny. So yeah, we've got her bathroom, her bedroom, her living room, and then sort of a shotgun kind of style. It's very long, very rectangular, but I'm in love with it. I'm absolutely in love with it. And yeah, stick around because we are actually going to have a little episode and play in this before I upload it to see if there is anything that I need to change and stuff and just see how fun it is. After building it, I'm like, oh, I really want to run a ranch business now and see how much wine we can sell. Like, I think it would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I had so much fun building this. And yeah, like I said, stick around because we are going to have a let's play in this. Maybe just one episode of it, just to see how it works. It's really hard for me to get a good view from this angle, but let me know what you think of this build in the comments. And if you have enjoyed hanging out with me today, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you next time.